It is time for this beauty, 3836 Woodhill. It is a stunning Craftsman home in Sequoia Hills, which is so good. This home closes tomorrow. So let's go behind the scenes, talk the details of this sale and how it all worked. We are here in the kitchen of 3836 Woodhill. As you can tell, it was updated and it's beautiful. This house is dreamy, okay? This is my vibe. This whole house is my vibe. It's so good. The first time I walked in, I was like, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It has a sunroom. It's got a huge detached garage. It has an apartment over the garage. The yard is insane. It's got all the updates. The primary suite is so good. Anyway, so here's some behind the scenes for this property. So sellers contacted me because they were ready to sell. They had seen that I had sold a house, I think it's a street over. And so we talked about that. She kind of talked about, I mentioned the strategy to her. I shared with her all the videos that I did, the video marketing and all of those things. And then, so we talked about kind of strategy, what her goals were, and then also how I market properties. So in terms of the seller's goals, it was just time for them essentially to move on. This house is too big. It was only two of them and their cat living here. And this house is over 3,000 square feet. It just didn't make sense anymore. And they've been here quite some time. So it was time for them to move on. So they also wanted to avoid the holiday season. So we needed to quickly get this on the market. I think when I first talked to them was the end of August. Anyways, essentially we wanted to, I guess it was the end of September. Anyways, it must have been the end of September. So that being said, we set out a timeline for photographs or videos. I came and then looked at some things. These sellers were very like on top of it. For example, they redid the primary bathroom a while ago and never even showered in that brand new shower because they wanted it to be nice. This gas range right here, they never used it because they wanted it to be pristine. I mean, they were super serious about getting it sold. And actually the seller as well, one of her good friends is a stager. So they had already met, they had already done a ton of stuff. So the first time I came, I kind of went through, we did some final, just like this is stuff to be addressed before photos and before showing start. So we made that plan, what that was gonna look like, both in terms of timeline, in terms of who all we needed. I think there were some little like handyman type stuff that we needed to have done, those kind of things. So we got those all taken care of. We got it ready to go. And even just little things like the face plates on the face plates, etc. We did all those things, or they did all those things. Oh, the air registers, they made sure those were nice. Like where the air comes out from the heat and air. So smart, super smart. So there was just some finishing stuff that they took care of. Once we're ready, we made our timeline. The first time I met with them, additionally, I did talk about marketing strategy, which I mentioned a minute ago. So all listings that we do or that I work with, all of my sellers get multiple videos. So that is a YouTube video where I am talking about the house. Check out this brand new kitchen. These are leather granite countertops. You've got a gas cooktop. It's brand new. So I'm presenting the house. We go through the house. I tour it. I show the highlights. That goes on my YouTube channel. We also have a video where I'm not in the video, but it is a preview of the house, and that goes with the MLS listing. So if you go to the MLS, you click on this house, you're gonna see a link to a video, and it's a preview of the listing. So everybody gets that. Those are what I call long format horizontal videos. We also do reel style, or the vertical style, like what you see on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. And those are more what I call promo videos, and we do a diversity of those. So that is everything from where I'm talking like, oh my gosh, look at this beautiful home, to me highlighting some of the features for this one. There was this really beautiful video of the kitchen, and I put some like quotes over it, and some like moody music. So we're just highlighting the house, exposing. Of course, everybody also gets their color brochures. So these are here for people when they come to tour the home. This home was really important that we did a floor plan. So I had an appraiser come and measure the home. But this also provides us a marketing asset because this house is beautiful, but it's not a traditional floor plan. So we wanted to kind of overcome that to begin with. So when I say that, that's all the marketing we did. Showing Star goes on the market. We have a ton of showings. The pushback we got was regarding the floor plan. However, we had already provided this floor plan. So one reason we do that is because for this house specifically, it is a 2-story plus basement plus an apartment over an oversized garage. So from a marketing standpoint, we wanted to have the measurements of that oversized garage. We wanted to show that there was a full apartment, for one. For two, there is another additional garage in the main house. So we wanted to show that. But also, on the main level are 2 bedrooms and a full bath. Upstairs, the entire upstairs is the primary bedroom. So we knew already that some people were not gonna like that because this house is, the most likely buyer for this home is somebody with a family with kiddos. So the most pushback that we got was people with younger children who did not want their children on a different floor than where the primary bedroom is. The other pushback that we got was that the primary bedroom does not have a door. So, which sounds weird, let me take you to show you. This is gonna get dark for a second, so just bear with me. But this is the stairs up to the primary bedroom. So if I take you up there, if we go up these stairs, oh my gosh, I love this house. It's so dreamy, but I love an old home. I love the Craftsman, but you can see like this is the entrance to the primary. There is no door. Stairs. Now, it looks beautiful. It is amazing. Wait, let me just show you this. As a side note, I mentioned the shower. They literally never showered in here. So it's brand new. Like the new buyers, no one's even ever showered in that shower. It's amazing. Oh, let me show you this other thing. Oh my God, I love this house. This primary bedroom, it's huge. Vaulted ceilings. It's a whole vibe. Look at this little nook. I love a nook. Okay. Anyways, so that's the pushback what we got, which is why I had the floor plan done because I wanted the solid, like here's the measurements. So that was not a dispute, but I also wanted people to see from the get-go, here's the floor plan. So we're not having unnecessary showings for people that the floor plan they already knew wasn't going to work for them, because some people would look at this floor plan and not schedule a showing because it doesn't fit what they need. It doesn't make sense for them. They don't like the floor plan. So that's an asset, a marketing asset that we had for this home. So anyhow, first weekend, tons of showings. The sellers did leave for the weekend. They didn't want to be in and out, and that worked out. They had quite a few showings. We had steady showings the whole time listed. Now, here's something interesting. We got the feedback. Buyers right now are not like super quick to act. But one of the very first showings we had, we knew they were interested. Again, most of the feedback was about either too many steps or the floor plan, okay? Or this bedrooms here, whatever. And like, we can't change that, right? So this is just not a fit for those people. We got a couple, I wanna say one person say they thought the price was too high. But an indicator of like, we're not far off from price is how many people did show up that first weekend for listings, or for showings, I should say. So we knew like it wasn't like way too high or whatever, just based on showings. We also knew that this is a strong buyer pool. This is Sequoia Hills. This is an iconic Knoxville neighborhood. It's also one of the most envied neighborhoods in all the US, according to an article that was recently released. So anyways, the location everything about this. And again, there's some perks of this house in terms of like the yard, the apartment over the garage, the additional detached garage that's huge that I keep mentioning. Like those are all really rare in this area. And then every Sequoia Hills home, every is probably aggressive, but a lot of Sequoia Hills homes are quirky. They have a quirk. So for example, the bedroom situation, it's a quirk. So you know, people that are shopping in Sequoia Hills kind of know that. And they like that character. They want the character, but they also want this location. So this home had a lot of things going to it. And by the way, the floors, I mean, come on, okay. So anyways, the point I was making is that first weekend, lots of showings. We had a couple people that were like, we're bringing an offer, and then decided not to. One, they were a younger couple about to have a baby, and they just decided the floor plan doesn't make sense. And then others wanted to add like another apartment in the back because they wanted more space. So a couple like that were like, we were probably gonna bring an offer, whatever. One of the second or third showings, those people, they were like, we are gonna bring an offer. We're not quite ready yet, whatever. 2 weeks go by, nothing, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, one of the very first people that walked through this home ended up bringing an offer. And that person, that family is who is now gonna close and move into this house tomorrow. So just because someone comes through and they're thinking about it, sometimes people need to come back. This is not the 2021, 2022 market where like you better get that offer in right now today. Things are taking a bit longer to sell. However, the outcome, super positive. In this case, the buyers, they were financing. They didn't have a home sale contingency, so that was positive. We had typical contingencies, which included an inspection contingency, and a resolution period, as well as your appraisal. We worked through the inspection and resolution period. Most of the things in this house had been done. Now it is older, so there were some issues that arose. Buyers and sellers, we negotiated on terms that made sense for both sides to get the deal done. And then appraisal was no problem. The value was there, so that was a non-issue. And then we are pretty much clear to close. So that being said, that is the behind the scenes for this amazing home. I mean, it is beautiful, it is stunning, and as always, super grateful to be a part of my clients' real estate goals. They had a specific kind of number that they wanted in mind, and you know, we kept that as our goal throughout the whole time. So eye on the prize, as with all real estate transactions, and keep our goals in mind, and we work towards those goals. So yeah, that's everything. 3836 Woodhill Place. It's a beautiful home, and just grateful for the opportunity to work with my clients and get this one sold. That is a wrap. 3836 Woodhill Place gets new buyers, new owners tomorrow. Congrats to my sellers. As always, it is a pleasure. Thankful and grateful to get to work with the amazing clients that I have. Congrats to my sellers. I'll see you guys next time.